Is that different? Usually it's
No, usually they go. Usually they.
sort of go to the top of the air or something like that.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's in the same area.
Yeah.
And then the poor buggers have to paddle on.
Is it the winner that goes to the end? Usually it's 16.
Yeah, I think it is just one. Yeah. You'll know a few of these guys. You're familiar with them.
Oh yes.
So who are the Canadians in here as well? Barney Williams, obviously.
Barney. Yep. Let's see any of the Canadians.
He's Dutch.
Yep. 2002. He's American. Toby. Roberto Blanda, Italian.
Don't know him.
I don't know any. Donald McDonald was the.
Of course, yeah.
The mutiny.
Yeah. He was played by Dominic West.
Right.
In
And the others I
film.
don't know.
He's a legend of the boat race, Donald McDonald.
Yeah. So Mark Weber stroked the '98 crew that set the course record.
Ah, right. Of course, yeah. 16 minutes 18.
There you go. Look at you. Schulte
Where's Weber from?
He's German, but he lives in London. I don't think he ever left. Schulte's German, lives in Germany. He was a blue in 05, 6, 7. Gillard was a blue 91, 92, 93.
Yeah.
So in his last year, he was in the crew that turned the tide.
Yeah. Hugh West, obviously.
Yeah. Pooley lost 4 boat races, and that's why he keeps rowing. He's an Olympian, though.
Yeah.
But you can tell he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder from 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So basically what the boat race does to people, you think, it's like Hugh Laurie.
It's psychologically difficult because the loss is total. There's no consolation. Which one should I use, by the way?
This one here. It has been thoroughly disinfected. Right, on Oxford in the. So is that Toby here with the long hair there?
Yes, yeah. He's had that beard and long hair as long as I can remember.
Sorry?
Where's the guy?
Yeah, all right, thanks. Yeah. The driver don't really know what they're doing.
58.
He's 58. Oh, because he was 30.
He was 31.
He did the race.
We should go. Sorry?
Cox is mic'd up.
I don't think they are. I think because we've just put all our equipment on the actual blue ones.
Okay, both crews, let's turn onto your station. Oxford on Middlesex, Cambridge on Surrey. Oxford, make sure you're right under the centre arc, centre of that arc, under the lights.
They're spinning the crews, getting onto station, and I'll try and get them back.
Can you sign Tony? Not Tony.
I'll stand aside the crew.
No offence, Noddy.
No pressure.
Swing right round. Yeah, the 2 ISIS coxes from last year, interestingly. ISIS Goldie coxes.
Yeah, no, but I would got the girls to do it for the next year.
That's true, yeah, interesting.
Easy there, Cambridge. Let Oxford alongside. Easy there, Cambridge. Right alongside Oxford.
Yeah.
Just talking about that, it's insane. Should have seen it.
Okay, both crews come forward and just take 2 strokes. Straighten up as you go.
both crews come forward. Listen to Tony on the Middlesex shore. Just Katie, let's see you separate. I'm going to move. You need to go to Middlesex. Sarah, you need to go to Surrey. Okay, that's fine.
Few lights on the back at the moment.
So Cambridge, you need to move to Surrey again. Oxford, stay to Middlesex. Cambridge, move to Surrey. Cambridge, you need to separate. Let's see. Just move her across. We're not going to start until you're separated.
Very lightly bow pair, Oxford.
Cambridge, move to Surrey.
That'll do, Oxford, that'll do. Take the run off it.
So we're just about ready for the Veterans Boat Race. And the 19th of these Veterans Boat Races, which now takes its traditional place the day before the main event. And so Oxford and Cambridge ready to get us underway. Simon Harris, the umpire for this one.
Attention! Go!
And the red flag waves and the cry of attention go, and away they row. The main blue boats tomorrow will take it out at about 45 strokes a minute for the first minute. Perhaps not quite that pace here, but plenty of experience, plenty of talent in both boats. You see Cambridge there on the left and the Surrey station, the South Bank, and Oxford on the right and the Middlesex station already. Cambridge being warned by Simon Harris as the blades begin to creep together. See the crowds lining the Bishop's Park there on Fulham and the North Bank, and a roar from the crowd coming from somewhere as they come past the boat houses on the South Bank, and Oxford taking it out with the Silver Fox there, Donald MacDonald, and near the bow of the Oxford boat. And again the two creeping together, and Simon Harris, again you heard him warning Cambridge.
Very clean first minute from Oxford. They're rowing well. They've got their bow out in front. Cambridge hit a little bit of water in the first few strokes. I think it unsettled them a little bit, but Oxford now starting to ease into their rhythm. Now is where we'll see which crew really has the faster pace.
I mentioned Donald MacDonald in the two-seat for Oxford, also in there. Toby Ayer, Gerrit Jan Eggenkamp, the Dutchman who rowed in the boat race in 2002. Barney Williams in there, a man who Wayne Pommen knows well. Canadian.
Give them room, Terry. Got to go round.
And really clashing now, really coming together. And Simon Harris again going to lose patience a little bit with Cambridge and Oxford now. Again, they're fighting for the deeper water, the faster water. And both coxies here. Katie Apfelbaum for Oxford there from the winning women's blue boat last year. And Sarah Smart, the cox for Cambridge. And both of them getting warned at the moment.
You go round, not
Neither crew looking particularly relaxed. I don't think either of them have found the rhythm that they're going to need for the next 5 or 6 minutes here. I think that clash unsettled both of them. The question is who's going to recover better from that.
They do go out wide here, away from the Fulham Flats, the very shallow water near Craven Cottage, which is the slower water. And Simon Harris was beginning to lose patience with both crews there. But Oxford there, the ponytailed and bearded figure of Toby Ayer, the American who rowed in the blue boat in 1999 and 2000 in the 6th seat. And it is Oxford still with that lead. This is a race to the Furnival Steps, just about halfway really, where the bends will even themselves out to the advantage of the Surrey station and the Middlesex station. So not the full course. I'm not sure some of these chaps could cope with it.
Cambridge!
Nice rhythm coming down from Barney Williams there, the Canadian Olympic silver medalist. He's the one that lost to Pinsent and Cracknell by 0.08 of a second in 2004. Pushed Matthew Pinsent faster than he's ever, harder than he's ever been pushed. He looks like he's still in shape there in the stroke seat of that Oxford crew.
And there's Mark Weber, the German from 1998. It was the stroke of the record-setting Cambridge crew, 16 minutes and 18 seconds, and very, very quick conditions back in 1998. He's in the stroke seat for this Cambridge veteran side. Simon Harris is getting rather frustrated again.
Cambridge, stay away from them!
But Cambridge are being ordered to stay away out of Oxford water, but Cambridge are coming back into it as they come past the mile post. It's a good race.
Cambridge made a very big push there. They saw the danger, they've pushed on, and actually they've taken a lead even while Oxford had the advantage of the Middlesex Bend.
Oxford!
Coaches watch on from the following launches.
Oxford!
And now Oxford being warned, and Cambridge really have put a push on now, and Oxford beginning to look a little bit tired. Some real strength in that light blue boat on the far side there.
And Oxford, move apart!
And,
Both crews, move apart!
and the blades begin to clash once again, but it's the blades of the bow of the Oxford boat and the stern of the Cambridge boat now as Cambridge begin to pull away.
Cambridge!
Cambridge had a nice lively rhythm there. The boat's humming along. You can see them picking the boat up out of the water each stroke. Oxford starting to look a little heavy. I think there's maybe some questions about fitness in the bow four of that crew.
Questions about age, certainly. Nicholas Holland, 54 years old now. Donald MacDonald, immortalised in that film, played by Dominic West in the Great Mutiny of 1987. But 58 years old now, Donald MacDonald. And
Sarah, use your rudder! Move to Surrey!
well, the Cambridge cock Sarah Smart being told to use her rudder and move towards the south bank, towards Surrey, because Cambridge are trying to force Oxford out. Anytime you use the rudder as well, that's a little bit of brake, so coxies are loath to use it too suddenly, too quickly.
So Oxford now have to dig in because Cambridge has the advantage of the next bend. If Oxford doesn't respond now and stay on terms, they're going to have a big disadvantage coming up in about a minute or two, as you can see here from the helicopter shot.
You can hear the noise of the crowds. They're hiding in the trees down in that bank there as we pass the Harrods Furniture Depository. Has a long time since it was used for that purpose. Some rather exclusive flats on the south bank there. And one in particular on the top floor, I'm sure costs a pretty penny, but great view down from there to these two crews of fine oarsmen heading towards perhaps the noisiest part of the course now, and Hammersmith Bridge and Cambridge now with a clear advantage in this race.
The Oxford crew know that they're in a bit of difficulty, starting to look a little bit rough and rushed and panicky, and meanwhile, as Cambridge have taken the advantage, they've just gotten more relaxed, more smooth in their rowing, moving the boat along very well there.
Well, sometimes we think the start is so important in the boat race, but Cambridge knew that they perhaps had the better strength later in the race, because Oxford got out well, but Cambridge reeled them back in. It's difficult to see Oxford coming back into this one now with a finish not too far beyond Hammersmith Bridge. Pick the lamppost to go under, the correct one for the quickest line through the central arch of Hammersmith Bridge, and the advantage in the bend is with Cambridge now on that Surrey bank, and you can see they have clear water between themselves and the dark blues, and the crowd go wild on the Middlesex bank, and the pubs and the bars there looking on. And all the cheers now for the light blues, who have pulled